Alright, 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 alright. Alright, hope you guys heard that. I hope we're live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Stay tuned. Yes. What's going on? There we are. We got the sound. We seem to be good. Let's say hello. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Joey JCM, and welcome to another episode of Treasure Hunting Gets. I was going to do this in, I have like two piles, two separate stacks over here, and I said, you know what, let's do it like we did in the previous. Let's do a whole big shebang party here on Saturday night. So, yes, welcome to another treasure hunting episode, guys. Pickups, to be more generalized and frank. Whatever. Are these? No? Okay, let me see. What is this? Okay, is this? Oh, okay, we're ready. So yeah, I have two piles. I have them facing a nice way where I can't see the sides because I kind of forgot some of them there. So let's take a look. And wow, should we start off with this one? Oh man, nah, you know what? Oh man, this is gonna be tough. Oh, let me stop peeking. Oh man, I think all the big ones are on top here. But anyway, you know what? Let's start with this one. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Latest treasure hunting pickup get to be added to the beautiful collection of love and awesomeness and art. We have the original Assassin's Creed. If you've been tuning in to other episodes, I have found a GameStop by me that just, I don't know, most of their trades are in such great condition, and I just love going to this GameStop. You know, if I'm going to spend prices like this, like average under $5, whatever, I believe I have that card, so I think I only paid $3.99 for this. So yeah, we have the original Assassin's Creed, and I saw this. Actually, first I saw the I think Player's Choice box, or whatever it's Xbox Hits, whatever the you know, special boxes are for Xbox 360, Platinum Hits, whatever, you know, it has the gray and stuff like that. I think it was actually the old original Platinum Hits, where like basically they took the box art and like they made it kind of a little smaller, and they had like the swivel background, kind of, you know, it's not completely filled out, the box art. So then I was going through, and then I see this, and I'm like, oh man, this is the original box. And I said, oh man, $5. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not big on Assassin's Creed. I haven't. The only one I played was, well, the only one I really tried to, you know, play and beat was Assassin's Creed 3, because that was on Wii U, and you know, I was like, my Wii U was hungry. So, you know, Wii U at the time was the most powerful console, right? So I'm just like, oh man, you know, it's great to see these third-party games on Nintendo, and it was a great that little era, that short era where Wii U was the most powerful console, was just amazing, because it's always awesome when Nintendo, that was like old school Nintendo, where you're playing it and Nintendo had the most powerful console, so it was just a glorious time. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, you're getting the better textures a little bit, or something like that. We got Frank Silva in the house. What's up, my man? He says, what's up, bud? Oh, and then Frank Silva says, Black Flag was my favorite. Foreign was number 3, and I love the American Revolution and stuff like that, so it was just a perfect time to finally jump in at that time. Obviously, there's a million Assassin's Creeds at this point. You know, I'm not that big on the series where I want to catch up with all of them, but there's certain ones that like have meaning to me that I respect. They're all great, you know, but certain ones stand out to me in the history of video games. And Frank Silva says yes. Okay, so it was yes. All right, okay, yeah. Black Flag sounds just about like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie title too. So yes, Black Flag was the pirate one, and yeah, that was like the first one of the first PS4 games. It was like, oh man, you know, that special time when a new system comes out, and it's like, oh, if you get it for the PS4, it's the more powerful version and whatever. I played like the beginning at someone's house, and I tried it it was just a special time to me. The original Assassin's Creed, and I feel like, oh my god, Assassin's Creed has been out for so long now. Might be some people that are like born after that even, and I'm just like, whoa, the original, there was a #1 at some point. You know, obviously it has to be. But oh, excuse me. So yeah, I got the original Assassin's Creed here, and I saw this for a great price. And then, like I said, I was going through the store, and I was gonna get the Player's Choice box even because I just wanted the original Assassin's Creed. And then I saw this one, and I was like, oh man, the original box too, full box art, like, and I was just like, yeah. So great price, and I was like, let's do it. Where can we put these? Oh, that's a nice spot. I need some room here, so I'm gonna have to go like that. Okay, I like this little setup. Okay. Oh man, we got a lot of heavy hitters here. I'm gonna be surprised too as I lift these up, but all right, we'll see, whatever. Okay, so this next one here, PS3 now. What is this? Adventure Time: The Secret. What the fuck is it called? Secret of the Nameless Kingdom. And it's so funny. All the Adventure Time games are like mocks of Zelda games. Oh, maybe not you know, they're based off of all different kinds of Zelda games, from what I've seen so far. And this one here seems like I don't think I've ever. I think I've seen the box cover. This box art is familiar to me, but as far like then I looked in the back, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like based on like A Link to the Past type style. You know, let me see. Let me put that closer there. So yeah, it's kind of got like A Link to the Past top-down view there, but it's actually I believe it's 3D. Like kind of like A Link Between Worlds was. You know, it had that A Link to the Past style, but it had 3D models. You know what I'm saying? I think I looked it up, and that's as far as I remember, that's how it was. Oh my god, excuse me, God. So what we have here is where did I get this? This is one of the purchases. Actually, well, from the final days of Toys R Us, right? But I actually got this on the very last day of the Toys R Us by me. So yeah, I got this on the very last day of the Toys R Us's closing, and I was going through. They had a couple things at a point. I was just going through things, and I still had some gems, and I was like, oh, this is like, you know, they had a bunch of like Duck Dynasty and stuff like that. But then I was going through, and I was like, oh shit, like okay, what's this? And I looked at it, I looked it up, and I was like, you know what, gangsta, awesome. So I love PS3. And it just looked like an awesome game. I looked it up, and you know, Adventure Time's cool. So, you know, I watched the show that much, but you know, the style of gameplay is cool and all that stuff. So, Adventure Time: The Secret of the Nameless Kingdom. There it is, PlayStation 3. Oh, R.I.P. Toys R Us. Oh man. Okay, let me see. All right, there's a couple of games here I don't want to do right away, but I'm gonna look them up. I'm still gonna be surprised. As I go through. Okay, here we go. Another, speaking of Toys R Us. And here we go. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. I also got this at Toys R Us during the closing time. Maybe, I don't know, last couple of days or something like that. Or one of the last few trips that I took to, excuse me, God, to Toys R Us by me. And this game, you might be saying, what? This is on PS3? And that's exactly what I said when I saw this. This is, I knew this game to be on PS4 and Xbox One. And then I saw this, I was like, wow, this is on PS3? Now we're talking like, man, so when did Tony Hawk 5 come out? Man, like a year ago, or a year and a half ago, or something like that. Maybe like not this Christmas, not the last one. I think 2 Christmases ago. So I think something like that. So we're pretty deep into PS4 now. PS4 has been out since 2011. Is that right? I think Wii U came out in 2012. I think Wii U was a year after. It was Wii U first? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Hello? No, I just finished talking about the time when, Wii U was the most powerful system, versus Xbox 360 and PS3. So, alright, if Wii U came out in 2012, oh, excuse me, God! PS4 probably came out in 2013, right? So even, what is it, 2018, even, take away 2 Christmases, 17, 16. So, I mean, 3 years into, PS4, whatever. But still, it was at a time when you're like, they're still making PS3 games. You know what I mean? Like I've said previously in past streams and stuff like that. What did I say once? Did that video come out? I don't even know. I know I made like a in studio type video of pickups. I think it's out. Or maybe not. If it is, whatever. I remember we found Madden 2005, which probably came out in 2004. That's how they do it. Madden 2005 for the original PlayStation. And actually, more connections to Toys R Us. This was actually when I worked at Toys R Us at the time, and they were moving, doing a new setup or something, so they're moving these things around, these stands and everything. And underneath, they found this Madden 2005 for PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1, the original PlayStation. Now, PS2 came out in 2000, the year 2000. So 2004, still making PS1 games. That's crazy. That's. I mean, over here in America, PS1 came out, what, 95, I believe? So 10 years later, still making PS1 games. But, you figure, sports games, they kind of do that. That's usually the typical protocol. I feel like that maybe not that much today. I don't know. I feel like they kind of cut it short, shorter than in the past. I don't know. But, you figure one of the last games would be sports games, or later in the life cycle. But then this is like, so I have a thing with these kind of games. Games that were known mostly for the current systems at the time. So this game is mostly known for being released on PS4 and Xbox One. And when I see a game like this, that's like, what? This came out for the previous generation? I kind of am intrigued by those type of games. And if you've seen my Cars Crazy video, I got that was crazy in itself, that there was a Wii U version, even a PS3 version, Xbox 360. I wasn't that surprised, but Wii U and PS3, why? That game came out PS4, Switch, Xbox One. So I'm intrigued by these games that, like, it's like, what? Did this existed for the previous generation? So late in the current generations, or even in the middle, deep into the current generation's life cycle. So I'm intrigued by games like this. So I saw this, and I was like, I think I passed it up a couple times, but I finally saw it and got it. Frank Silva says, I've seen Tony Hawk's Funko Pop. So tempted to get it, bro. Jesus Christ. Who was I talking to recently about Funko Pops? They never end. Another thing, that exists, the Tony Hawk Funko Pop exists. Am I surprised? No. But honestly, how many Funko Pops are there? Thousands? I feel like millions? It could be millions at this point. Crazy. That's awesome. And I just recently finally did a video of a new series in the finally opening series, finally opening Funko Pops, and I opened my first 2 Funko Pops ever. Not first 2 that I've owned, but the first 2 I've ever opened. Oh man, after I opened those, the 007 ones, where are they? Oh, they're over there. Whatever. I kind of got bit by the bug a little bit. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of like looking into Funko Pops more than I have. Before, it was just like, I was like, no, not collecting Funko Pops. But if I see, I was very specific about Funko Pops. A bunch of them, that's what they get you. Like, a bunch of them came with like special edition games, so they just throw them at you. Like, fucking, here, you can get into it, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, but still wasn't, you know, bitten by the bug, whatever. So I would just buy them. Like, I saw a Bret Hart one, and I'm a huge Bret Hart fan, and something like that, it's like, okay, no question. Like Bret Hart, you know, when it comes to Bret Hart, certain things, I think there was like Justice League ones on sale, and I love the current DC universe. I hope it continues, whatever. But I saw those on sale. I wasn't full price at that point, and I don't think I'm Funko Pop full price unless it's like, you know, like I said, like something that's really, you know, very specific about it. Saw a bunch of Justice League ones on sale, really cheap, like maybe $5 under. I think some of them were like $3 even. So I was like, whatever. So I got a bunch of those. Batman, another different kind of Batman besides Justice League. But I don't know. After I opened those Pop figures, I was like, oh man, it's something. They are cool. They're just, and this, like I said, they're smaller than they look in the box. I don't know. That's weird. You take them out and like, this is awesome. I don't know. I really liked them when I opened those too. So there should be more of those in the future, depending on, you know, some people keep Pops in the box. Some people open them. I guess some people do both. You know, that's how I'm kind of in that pool. Like, some I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna look at the ones I have. I remember looking at them, and some of them I'm gonna open. A couple of them I might keep in the box. I think Darkwing Duck, might keep him in the box because he's special. Huge Darkwing Duck fan, by the way. See, something like that, like Darkwing Duck. Love Darkwing Duck as a Funko Pop. Give it to me, you know. But yeah, I don't know. After opening those 2 Funko Pops, kind of looking more into them. But that's awesome that they have a fucking Tony Hawk. What isn't there a pop of? That's the question you have to ask at this point. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, like I said, I'm intrigued by games like this that you might have not even known that it came out for the previous generation when it's deep into the current generation's life cycle. So I saw this, like I said, passed it up a couple times, and then the prices were going down, you know, every day. You go, well, you know, as it comes closer to the final day, you know, the prices drop and everything. So I was like, you know what, let me grab this. I'm intrigued. So it was a great price. Don't remember the price, but definitely like really cheap. So Tony Hawk's supposed to get a 5 PS3. What? Crazy. So, okay. Well, we're gonna keep going with the theme of Toys R Us, ladies and gentlemen. And another game, I think I might have got this and this in the same purchase, I believe. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of multi-game purchases from the Toys R Us closings multiple days. But so okay, so we got this game here. Have you guys heard of this game? Because I didn't before I saw this. Mud Runner. What the fuck is it called? Mud Runner. A spin tires game? I don't know if that means like a certain type of game, or is that the company? No, Focus seems to be the company. I guess to me it seems like a spin tires game means that's a type of game, as a, you know, spin tires genre. I don't know. But we have here Mud Runners, a spin tires game, PS4. So what this game is, so if you look at the back of the box here, I thought at first glance that it was a racing game, but it's not. It is, so the type of game that it is, basically, you gotta get, I looked it up, and basically you got to get from point A to point B. It's kind of like a simulator. So you got to get from point A to point B. It's all these different kind of fucking trucks and shit. And I think here, like, where is it? This, yeah, we go, nailed it. You gotta carry shit sometimes. And, you don't want to drop it and stuff like that. So it's kind of like this mud weather fucking simulator. And I love like mud racing games. I love weather type fucking games. Like I said, not a racing game, but I looked it up and was intrigued. I was like, oh, it's just like, you just simulator trudging through the mud and fucking just, you know, so I was like, this is awesome. And it was a great price. And I think it was the only one left at the time when I got it. So I was like, yeah, give that to me. Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We got big J-Hogs in the hizzy. Gets 8. Peggy 18 Call of Duty. Oops. That was an oops purchase. Was that returned, by the way? Destiny 2. Oh, he's I would say spoilers. Joking. But I'm actually... Fuck, I didn't include a couple things in this. Interesting. You know what? I'm not even going to say that comment because that's actually not here. But I think I might pull that out at some point because that's gonna be a fun thing to talk about. So if you guys are obviously in the chat, you can see that. But I'm not gonna say the comment if you're not watching the chat. So yeah, I'm gonna pull. It's not there. That would, you know what, the things that are being mentioned here kind of are like would be the next wave of pickups. This is like I said, I had 2 stacks here. That was in the 2 separate videos about. But I was like, you know what? Fucking Saturday night, let's party. Let's jam. So just like fucking the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo video, we're jamming here live. Mwah. And doing it beautiful. J-Hogue says, whoops, spoilers. Not totally cool. Just JKing. But you actually reminded me of things that should I pull it out this or should I save it for another episode? I don't know. You guys decide. I don't know. Press 1 if you want the big shebang. All the games. So let me see. What the fuck is that over there? I don't know. Okay. That one. I don't know. Oh, okay. So we're throwing it back here. Wow, look at the condition. Where the fuck did I must have got this from that GameStop. So as you've heard me mention, GameStop that I found just to pick. Oh, Fusion Frenzy. Hey. So the GameStop that I found, just like I said, has games in excellent condition most of the time, and this is like fucking new, man. Like, Jesus, have I been checking the? Okay. Well, we only had this is the second game that's open. Oh, I think we might have a truly complete in-box game here. Before I mention that, J-Hogue says, what? He wants to see those couple of games. I don't blame you. I want to show him. Because I don't give a fuck. So Fusion Frenzy here. Let me get my up. 1 second, guys. Quick 2-second break. Be right back. Right. Oh my, and we're back. Quick 2-second break. Okay, we're back. Shut that door. Raise the crazy level that we're able to do here tonight. Ha! Woo! Okay, so Fusion Frenzy. If you guys have been here long enough, you know that I love the original Xbox is one of my favorite systems of all time, and Fusion Frenzy is just one of those games that when you think about the original Xbox and you just this is one of the games that just comes to mind. It's just one of the infamous box arts and just infamous games for the original Xbox. It's a different kind of game than I thought it was. Let me show the back here. It's like, well, as you can see, there's people in these like balls. Meatballs version. Meatballs DLC. So, let me get in there. So basically, it looks like a kind of like a racing ball game or something. It's so funny. Like I know this. I recognize this game so well, but I never had. I guess I never realized what the hell it was until I got it. You could like. It looks like you could battle. It looks like you can race. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, like I said, excellent fucking. Like new condition, man. Where did I get this? I think it was at that GameStop. But so if we open this up here, looks like we have the instruction manual, game obviously, instruction manual, and behind the instruction manual, what's that? Oh, fucking, should I pull it out? Oh god, it's so hard to get out sometimes. Let's see what this is actually. Okay, yeah. So we have the instruction manual, right? Look at that condition too, guys. That's fucking shining. Look at this instruction manual. Fucking shining. Holy shit. I was like, give me this fucking game right now. Original Xbox, great price, like new. So yeah, and we have a pamphlet here. This looks like one of those just, you know, showing, I think we showed this in one of the games we got for the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Just a pamphlet that, you know, oh man, look at, see, I would fucking pay for this fucking pamphlet. Honestly. This, oh my god. Can you guys just breathe this in? Can't you just, like, you have your nostrils open? Oh my god. It's just, oh my god. This just reminds me of what a time this was like, you know. So I say, looks like we might have a true complete in box because who brought up the point? I believe it was, oh, man. I met him at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Oh, my God. The immortal John Hancock. There you go. I followed the Elwood Road to the name. The immortal John Hancock. I might have been in one of the Metal Jesus videos. What did he say? You know, he said there's complete in box, which a lot of people view as, you know, box, game, and manual. But he's like, true complete in box is, you know, the game, the manual, and whatever else originally came in the box. Like one of those preview pamphlets. Sometimes you had a lot of those, you know, it was before the internet was, you know, but it wasn't, the internet was still growing at the time. It was big, it was prevalent, but you had those, like, postcards, like, register my game, and all that stuff. So that's, like, truly complete in box. And as I said before, I'm happy and content with good condition box. That's, you know, that's what I go with. A box, game, and manual. To me, I'm content with that. If I get more than that, holla. But I'm content with, like, quote unquote complete in box. Meatballs DLC, you know it. I mean, it's a given. I know DLC wasn't big back then, but come on. Come on, guys. Grabbed by the ghoulies in a pamphlet. Nice, says J Hogs of Joe Hogan Art. Yes. Yeah, you know what? That's oh man, that's made by Rare, guys. And I think at that time there was still some Rare employees around. Well, you know what? That was before Perfect Dark Zero. And as of Perfect Dark Zero, I still loved Rare. My heart was broken that they were off Nintendo. But at that time, like I said, the original Xbox was one of my favorite systems of all time. So I went into 360, you know, big on Xbox at that point. And if any system at that, it was a very weird time. At that point in time, if any system, Rare should have stayed on Nintendo. And that's a crazy story that Nintendo had an opportunity to buy them, but they were like, you do what you got to do. And they were like, Nintendo, buy us, motherfucker. And they were like, why would you question that? Why the fuck would you question that? Rare's video games were literally half the reason for the success of the Nintendo 64. Like, in my opinion, like at least 40%, a huge chunk of percentage of the success of the Nintendo 64. And a lot of the infamous games on the Nintendo 64 were made by Rare. I would fucking, like, don't pay, like, I don't know. Like, fucking, I would take a, if I was the CEO, I would say, use my fucking pay for 6 months to buy, if I have to. Don't even pay me for 6 months. Buy Rare, get the, you know? Unbelievable. So, Microsoft offered them all this money, and they were like, damn, Nintendo, we want to stay with you. It was something like that. We want to stay with you, but they're offering us money, and fuck. And I think they had to do something at that point. Rare, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with, but that's basically the gist of it. Crazy. So, oh yeah, we're talking about Grabbed by the Ghoulies. So, J-Hogue says, yeah, that felt like a true Rareware game still. Yeah, because that was early in the buy, you know, because Rare was still on Nintendo at the start of that generation. They made Star Fox Adventures, a game that I love. At that time, oh my god, the graphics were fucking mind-blowing. Oh my god. I remember I got that and the original Kingdom Hearts at the same time. And I got them at KB Toys. Oh my god. And I remember KB Toys handed out this card. I believe whatever game. Oh, that was a great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was a great time. Oh my god. So I had bought something. I think it was maybe Mario Party 4. Yeah, that was. Oh my god. I can't handle it. I can't even talk about it. Oh my god. But I got a card from KB Toys, this little GameCube card. It had the GameCube, a picture of Mario Party 4, GameCube logo. I gotta get through it. Oh, I can't do it. I can't talk about it. It's hard. I'm gonna try to get through it quick. And that card basically said, money off these games in the future if you bring this card back, whatever the fuck. And I remember, I think I brought it back once, and one person knew how to use it, and then I brought it back for, I think, Star Fox Adventures. The person was like, "What? How the fuck do I use it?" Oh my god, that was great times, man. That was great times. So anyway, I got Star Fox Adventures and the original Kingdom Hearts at the same time. That card and oh fuck, it's killing me. I'm trying. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Anyway, so as of the original Xbox, yeah, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, that was early in the purchase, just out of that generation. They were still on GameCube Rare, so that's a game I definitely have to get because it's a still, you know, pretty true Rareware at that time. Original Xbox, that's a no-brainer. That needs to be in the. That's a treasure I must find one day and add it to the treasure cove. Frank Silva says, just want to say, Kill Switch was my most memorable game on Xbox. Kill Switch. Man, what? For some reason, the game sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I gotta look that up. Interesting. Good to know. Like I said, I love the original Xbox. One of my favorite systems of all time. Anything recommended, I will look at on the original Xbox. What the fuck? I feel like I might have got that at the No, that was Brute Force or something, and some other game I never heard of, but the box art was familiar. Interesting. I definitely gotta check that out. So Fusion Frenzy, one of the most iconic games of the original Xbox, in great condition, manual game, great price, great condition, no brainer. Original Xbox, bam. All right, yes, yes, yes. What else we got? Ooh, okay. There's two more in that first pile, but I'm gonna save those because, oh man, this one I want to save. That we can do. Okay, let me pull this one out. Okay. You know, I'm touching these. I remember these couple of games that I bought. The condition of these games. I don't know who's this GameStop. I'm telling you, man. The games are. It's like it's fresh. It's like it's so fucking like smooth. Like look at this shit. Shining. It's like fucking new. Crazy. All right. So here we have the Bourne Conspiracy, PlayStation 3. Like I said, saw this at that GameStop, and just like PlayStation 3, another system they absolutely love. Such a funny story too with PlayStation 3. Didn't get it at first. Well, I was $600 when it first came out. Did not have that money at the time. But I was big on Xbox. Xbox and PlayStation. I gotta do like a JCM time episode one day and just talk about my relationship with each of those systems and those brands at that time. But towards the end of PS3, I had re-got it, basically. I had traded it in for whatever fucking stupid. I think I wanted to upgrade it or something. I don't know. But I had the... Oh, okay. I eventually got the 60 gigabyte original PlayStation 3. I stupidly traded in my PlayStation 2 for fucking $20. Oh my god. PlayStation 2, another system. PS2, PS3, and Xbox 360. I had very weird relationships with. But it's all settled. It's all good. It's all been, the beef has been, the hands have been shaken. Whatever the fuck. So yeah, towards the I re-got PS3 when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, and I just took off from there. I just wound up loving PS3 so much. There's so many systems, favorite system, but yeah, I really love PS3. So anything I could find on PS3, that's cool. This is basically did I look this game up? I feel like for some reason I didn't look this game up, but from the back of the box, it looks like just third person type shooter game, whatever. Cool, I'm down with it. Oh, THX, holler. Saw this, great condition. This was a cool third person game. Love PS3, so it was like no brainer. What the fuck is his name? Robert Ludlum's The Bourne Conspiracy. There it is, guys. PlayStation 3. I just can't believe the fucking couple of games right there. They're fucking smooth, brand new, unbelievable craziness. Might not even fucking clean these couple of games. They feel so brand new, like crazy. Look at this. Like these couple of games here, they're just like sliding off of each other because they're so smooth and fresh. Unreal. Okay, we can go to this one. So we have 007 Bloodstone. I originally had this game. Did I rent it? Did I have it? I think I had it. I remember the box. Like I said, weird phase with 360, PS2, and PS3. But yeah, I wound up getting rid of a lot of 360 stuff. I don't know, very weird. But phase, So we had 007 Bloodstone here, guys, and this game is great. I can't think of a 007 game that's disappointed me. Like I can't think of a game 007 game that I didn't have a good time with. So this is actually like a third person shooter type game. Look, back to back third person shooters. And it's awesome. I remember the graphics just being amazing, like just so smooth looking and just great, like new, like they came out with a new engine or something at that point. Like it was just beautiful looking game. So I played this on 360. Never played it on PS3. Let me check these games here. So we got the manual, we got the game. I gotta check Born, but I'm pretty sure I checked. I feel like sometimes I'm just like the box is in such good condition that I don't even fucking check inside for the manual. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I got a question for myself. If I saw a game where the box was in amazing condition but didn't have a manual, what do I do in that position? Man, I think if the box is in great condition, I think I go for the box in good condition. Depends. I feel like I have done that. I've looked at the box, and I'm like, oh, such good condition. And and then I come home and I'm like, fuck, there's no fucking manual. Fuck, like, done it a couple of times, I feel like. But yeah, so this is cool because it's funny. You had the 007 games on. It's kind of like a tradition they were doing, especially on the GameCube and PS2, that era Xbox. You had the first-person shooters. You had Nightfire was Agent on the Fire. Oh, another moment where I gotta go. Oh man, holy shit! Agent on the Fire was my fourth GameCube game. And I remember anyone that I could get GameCube games from, I was like, I told an aunt, a distant cousin, I was like, anyone who gets me a game, please, you know. So I wound up scrounging up 3 people that could get me GameCube games. So that Christmas, oh my god. Some of these moments, just boom, knock you through the fucking wall. Oh my god. That morning of game. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Fuck. Oh. Fill me with your power. I'm filled with too much fucking power right now. With those thoughts and those memories. Oh. Fuck. So what the fuck was I? Oh yeah. So the first non-Christmas GameCube game was Agent of the Fire. And then later on, they came out with Nightfire, which so cool. Like, eventually, a certain group of friends at the time, a while after Nightfire came out too, we wound up having some like Nightfire parties, like GoldenEye status, and I was like, wow, this is fucking awesome. Especially at that time, that was kind of like rare at that time. But there was a couple of nights where we had Nightfire parties, and I was like, wow, bringing back the fucking GoldenEye days. And I was like, wow, fuck, that was awesome. And that was after the Time Splitters 2 era and everything too. And Time Splitters 2 was still in a time where we fucking got get-togethers and have a lot of the Time Splitters 2 times. And speaking of rare, Time Splitters 2 was made by, again, a situation. I mentioned this in, I think in the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo video. A similar situation to the ukulele. Rare employees split off and made a game. They made games, yeah. But they made a company called Free Radical, right? And they made Time Splitters 2, and it was comprised of the people that made GoldenEye and stuff like that, and the original Perfect Dark. So that's why Time Splitters 2 was a huge fucking deal. So anyway, first person 007 games. Agent on the Fire. Oh. Nightfire. And then after that they did a couple of third person shooter type games. And I forget, the first one was with Pierce Brosnan, whatever the fuck his name. I forget. Oh, what the hell was that game called? I don't know. But it was cool because, like, you kind of, Nightfire was with Pierce Brosnan too, but Agent Under Fire kind of had like a generic 007 looking guy. It looked like Pierce Brosnan, but I guess it was before they got the rights to use him. But by the second game, they used Pierce Brosnan, and then by the third game, they had him too. It's cool. You kind of get to see, like, and I love Pierce Brosnan's like my favorite 007. And just he's like to me, just like Ben Affleck Batman. I've said this before, other videos, I think. Pierce Brosnan is like the culmination of all the James Bonds. He's the perfect combination of all the James Bonds to me. Just like Ben Affleck is the culmination and the perfect combination of all the Batmans that came before. And not only the perfect combination, you feel like they are a continuation. You know, I feel like Ben Affleck, whatever the fuck. Like, I feel like 1989 Batman and those Batman movies and the Dark Knight movies, you know, because at that point Ben Affleck is Batman for 20 years, right? So you feel like those movies happened, and this is Batman 20 years later. Like, I feel the Dark Knight Batman through Ben Affleck's Batman. I feel 1989 Batman through Ben Affleck's Batman. So you feel like this is the evolution of Batman. Perfect combination. So yeah, they had the first person 007s. And then they did the third person ones. The fourth one, which would be the second third person one, was actually Sean Connery. And it was From Russia with Love. And so the three ones that came before that, they were like original stories. And since, like I said, Pierce Brosnan was my favorite 007, you kind of got like more Pierce Brosnan stories through those games, you know, so that was cool. But then the fourth one was Sean Connery, and it wasn't an original game. They made From Russia with Love. I think it was From Russia with Love, yeah, as a game adaptation in third person. So that was cool. So anyway, this followed the tradition of doing that. First, they came out with a couple of first persons. And then they made the third person 007 game. So following that tradition that they were doing in the previous generation. So Bloodstone, third person 007 game. Great graphics, like I said. I have good memories of this game, quality and stuff. So saw it for PS3. And I was like, would definitely play this game one day again if I had a chance. And, you know, great game, awesome graphics, awesome box, great price, PS3. Kind of a no-brainer. So there it is, 007 Bloodstone. We have another game in the extremely smooth series here. Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. Bam! Captain America, Super Soldier, not Winter Soldier, Super Soldier. So this basically is just like really cool third person action adventure game, all about those types of games. You know, Captain America's great. Love Captain America. Love PS3. Love these types of games. Never saw this. I believe this is the first time I know it more prominently on Xbox 360. But like I said, saw it at a great price, great condition for PS3. Let's check it. Did we check the other one? Yep, got everything in there. Manual, game, complete. The quote-unquote. So, yeah, saw this and I was like, no-brainer. Awesome. Treasure. Found the treasure. Treasure to me. So, mwah. Captain America, Super Soldier, PS3. Holla back. Looking like a lot of majority PS3 so far here. And we're going to continue with that, with this game here. Oh, shit. See, I love that I have these games facing this way, because I can't see the side of them. So I don't know what it is. So I'm like, this has been here for a while. So I'm forgetting a lot of the shit that I got. I love that. So it's like, oh, shit, you get surprised again. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! X-Men Origins Wolverine. Now, shit. Now, you see, this is a game, as you can tell, it has the old school PS3 side logo here, which I originally loved when I first saw. I remember, oh my God, I was at someone's house, and the news broke with the first ever PS3 box art. I saw this, and I think it was the game with the girl. It was like Hellblade. It's some one of the first launched PS3 games. I forget the name of the game. It was I think it was Hellblade. But I remember originally really liking this because I was like, I feel like this harkens back to the original PlayStation with the logo on the side there. Anyway, J Hogue says Blood Rain. I think you are correct, my friend. Red hair girl, right? That's the game. Yeah. Because I remember, what was the original games like? Blood Rain and fucking what the fuck did the Kaz say that one time? Score like super attack. What the fuck he's on stage? Okay, so J Hogues confirms it was Blood Rain. Yes, Blood Rain was the very first PS3 box art they ever showed. That was early. Well, we'll say early internet. Whatever. No, not really. The internet was like a teenager at that point. It wasn't early, but Ridge Racer. No, it wasn't Ridge Racer though. It was you're fighting like a big crab or some shit, and it's like a Japanese type game. What did he say? He was like crabs or fucking super attack or hit him hard or some shit. I don't fucking know. But it was a Japanese game. Yes! There it is. Confirmed by J Hogues. Massive damage! Oh my god. Fucking some of the things that were said with the sperm that sparked the fucking birth of memes, let me tell you. Genji, Days of Blade. Oh my god, gotta touch my chest. Holy, oh my god. Oh, yes. So we had Ridge Racer. We had fucking Massive a lot of people say, you know, that was a crazy E3 for PlayStation because they announced PlayStation at $600. I don't give a fuck. That was a classic one. I got your back, fam. Yeah, fam. You know it. Yes, bitch. Yeah, you are a lesbian. Oh my god. So what the fuck was the point of this? Okay, so original logo. And I believe in, guys, I got a pickups video in the bank that's like studio made style, and I forget if it's in that video or if it's in a video I mentioned before. No, wait, was it in? Oh, it might be in that video. Either way, so this, when you see this, usually translates into no trophies, which is like for me. And this game, as you can see, add-on content. As you can see right there up top, it says that's the section that it usually would say, whatever, you know, trophies, whatever. So no trophies for this game. Add-on content though. What the fuck was the add-on content? Because I had this game for 360, another game that I'm like, why the fuck did I trade that in? I guess just back in the day, you know, we didn't have money as younger kids, and you know, we convinced ourselves more than often that it was okay to trade some of these things in. I guess that was the only option back then, you know. So, so I had this game for Xbox 360. This game is fucking awesome. I don't give a fuck. Fuck! This game is awesome. And it's fucking sick. Like, it's just an awesome third-person fucking... I love Wolverine. See, I love DC. I love Superman, Batman, DC, you know. As far as Marvel, there's a couple of things up there. Well, you know, Marvel Cinematic Universe, a lot of things came to light that... But before the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and before the original Spider-Man movie, like the original, like Sam Raimi, whatever, wasn't it? There was I mean, I love the Hulk and stuff, and there's a couple of Marvel characters that were up there for me with DC characters. Wolverine and the X-Men were one of them. The Hulk too, because the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, was an awesome TV show, and that lets you know about the Hulk, and that was great. But who else? I always liked Thor. It's funny, like I always liked Thor, but I was never really like a big. I became more of a fan of Thor as time went on. And speaking of Thor, just to bring this back real quick, there's a Thor game that's like this, like a third-person action-adventure game that I want to get one day. In this time, in this era, early Mark I Marvel Cinematic Universe, whatever. Definitely want to get that game. There's 3 games that remind me of this. There's like a trinity. There was this, the Thor game, and a Green Lantern game from the movie. Now, I never saw the Green Lantern movie. Everyone says it's like Shangad. But the game looks awesome. It just, again, looks like one of these third-person, awesome action-adventure type games. So this, Thor, and that Green Lantern game are kind of like a trinity of, kind of like the last of an era, too, where right before they stopped cheaping out and making games for, like, well, I don't know if it's cheaping out, but they started putting a lot of these movie games on the phone. You know, that like consoles stopped becoming like a priority for them. So that Thor game and the Green Lantern game were like the last 3 like priority console movie superhero games or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, on the lookout for that Green Lantern game and the Thor game one day. So anyway, back to Wolverine. This fucking game, man. Like, you know, Wolverine regenerates. He has a regenerative whatever fuck. So, not only was the gameplay awesome, not only was the game just fucking awesome, just awesome moves, awesome, just game was awesome. I love Wolverine. Love PS3. Game's in awesome condition. But when you would get beat up or shot or fucking hit with a rocket or some shit, your body would like deteriorate. You would get like fucking, you know, if it was just bullets or something, like, you know, get like bullet holes, whatever the fuck. But if you got hit with like grenades or something, or like rockets, you could literally go down to like where you just see like his heart or something or some crazy shit, and then he regenerates. It's like the damage what you get in this game is crazy. Like, it's your arm, you see a skeleton, it's crazy. Like I said, it go from light damage to like, you know, cuts and bullet holes, whatever, and then you heal. To it could go all the way down to like almost your fucking, like, just your skeleton almost, or some crazy shit like that. Like, you literally just see his heart and his organs or something. If you get really fucked up or blown up by something, and then he regenerates. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, but yeah, so this, no-brainer for me. PS3, great condition. And one thing I just want to note about these type games, like I said, the usual is when you see the original style, opposed to, you know, the upgraded, you know, PS3 logo on top. This kind of shows you that trophies and beyond, this PS3 logo on top. But this generally means no trophies, but it doesn't completely mean that, because it seems like right before they came out with the new rebranded type style of PS3 boxes, that there were some games that started to have trophies. And in one of these fucking pickups videos, one of the Star Wars games, one of the Star Wars Clone Wars games, has this style, but it also has fucking trophies. And it's not like a greatest hits box art or something, like original box. It has this style and actually has trophies. So the very end of this style, they were implementing trophies. So That's just a little note there. So, what do we have here next? Oh man, I forgot about it again. I looked at it before. So this game, wow. Well, can't really just say game here. So we have, wow. This is one of the games I saw that I was like, what? I thought you would never see. I think I paid a little extra for this too. Because it's one of these situations where it's like, oh man, like this is something you need, I need, and never really seen this around too much, and the price was decent. It was a little more than usual, but bam, Metal Gear Solid: The Legacy Collection. So this is literally everything. This is like, I believe this is everything before 5. Let me see here. Yeah, it has, yeah, it's funny. Everything but, Metal Gear Snake's Revenge. Because that supposedly, didn't really count or something. And I didn't know much about that game until recently. I recently beat Metal Gear Solid 5, and I started looking into all these things and theories and stuff. And Metal Gear Solid was like the original Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, no, I'm sorry, not Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear was the original Metal Gear 2. And I didn't know the details on that game until recently, just by going through all these theories and stuff and whatever. And Snake's Revenge, I didn't know this. Like, it literally, like, they have like a robot big boss or something, and he's like based on Arnold Schwarzenegger, so he's kind of like a Terminator or some shit like that. So it's not included in the history. I got, you know, so somehow. But the true sequel to Metal Gear on the, you know, well, it was on Nintendo, NES, the original Nintendo. But I think before that came out on some like MSX system or something like that. So literally I heard the story about how Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, I believe. Yeah, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake is the true Metal Gear 2. It came about because someone that used to work with Kojima, supposedly Kojima, it's weird, like, Metal Gear is like Kojima's, but he said that he didn't have anything to do with making the original Metal Gear, so maybe just, like, the basic idea was his or something like that. So someone that used to work with him, or maybe worked on the original Metal Gear with him, was like, he's like, oh man, he ran into him one day, and he was like, oh man, I would love to see a true sequel to Metal Gear, you know, because even though he didn't have anything to do with the making of Metal Gear 1, I guess like it was his story and everything, and supposedly he hated the way that game was made or something like that. He claimed that like he hated the way it played or something, but it was in a time, what did they call it, like a bubble or something, where people were just buying everything, so you could basically make fucking anything and people were buying it. So supposedly he hated Metal Gear 1 the way it was made or something like that. But and then he didn't have anything to do with Metal Gear Snake's Revenge at all or something like that. So he runs into this guy and he's like, oh man, you know, I would love to see a true sequel to Metal Gear. And because of that, he was like, you know what? Okay. Some shit like that. So he comes back and makes Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. And that's a true sequel to Metal Gear. So yeah, the Metal Gear Snake's Revenge is... Let me see it. Can't fucking see it. Yeah, Metal Gear Snake's Revenge is not in this. So you have but literally everything else. So we're talking, I think, the PSP games and shit in here too. Like fucking everything. So you got Metal Gear. You got Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. You got Metal Gear Solid, the original, the PlayStation version. Only other version was GameCube. Twin Snakes was in the PS2 Metal Gear Solid 2 graphics, and never was ported to anything else. That version it was only on GameCube, which is awesome. And that's the only version I played. I've never played the original PlayStation version of Metal Gear, so cool. And after beating number 5, I kind of want to go through the whole fucking thing again, but not time. Can't do that. Not time for that right now. Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption. I was very eager to pop in Metal Gear Solid, because that would be next chronological and after Metal Gear 5. But I was like, no, Spider-Man's coming out. You know, Red Dead Redemption's coming out. So I'm 5 really solidified me into this series. I mentioned the weird relationships with systems, but Metal Gear series I have a very weird relationship with. Previously, before 5, so and maybe 4 too. 4 was fucking, oh man. Before 4 and definitely 5, like, it was a situation where someone was begging me to play these games, and I was like, it just wasn't time. Like, they looked awesome, but I was into other things. So I eventually played the series, and loved it, you know. But it's so weird. Like, while I was playing it, I loved it. I wanted to get to the next game. But then when I'm done playing it, like, I'm like, eh. like other things were, I don't know, like it wasn't a priority series or something to me. Like, I a very weird relationship with the Metal Gear series. It's just very weird. Maybe because I was kind of like forced to play it. That's why I was like, you know. 5 I was kind of forced to play too because I was being bugged to play it. Like, I almost wanted to just get it over with, but I did wait, so it wasn't, you know, whatever. But yeah, now I'm completely intrigued now with the series. You know, like I said, a bunch of other stuff coming out. So, but I would love to just replay the series. And you know, 5 is the chronological order is weird. Not weird. It's just like, you know, you go from Metal Gear Solid 1. Well, let me see here. So 3 is the first one in the chronological order. Then you got the PSP games in there, and then 5, and then Metal Gear 1, and then Metal Gear 2, and then Metal Gear Solid, then Metal Gear Solid 2. Then after that, it's Metal Gear Solid 4, and that's the last one, I believe, in chronological order. But oh man, yeah, after playing 5 especially, that kind of like is can't really say too much, but it's in the middle of 3 and Metal Gear, the original Metal Gear for NES. So yeah, 5 really kind of like, I really want to go back and, you know, like, see days, you know, like. So anyway, so let's go through. So we got Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, what the fuck is this? What? Metal Gear, oh, Metal Gear Solid VR missions? I remember the name. I don't remember exactly what that was. Oh, I think VR missions was like equivalent to, like, remember with Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3? They had, like, they eventually came out with, like, a version that had more stuff in it. So it was like, I think Metal Gear Solid 2 became Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance or something. And then Metal Gear Solid 3 did the same thing. They came out with Metal Gear Solid 3. Then down the line, they did a similar thing, but this one was then called not Substance, but Subsistence. So that VR missions might be like what would be the add-on to Metal Gear Solid 1. Then we have Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Oh man, it's a great song for Metal Gear Solid 3. If you didn't know, legitimate 007 theme. Like, it's not like a mock. It's not like you wouldn't say, oh, that sounds like a 007 song, but it's mocking it. Like, legitimate, like, people would mistake it for, if they didn't know, they'd be like, oh, what Bond movie was that? So yeah, Snake Eater has got a great fucking theme. I live my life, I'm running for you, Snake Eater. This is fucking great. Anyway, then Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Tactical espionage action. And then we have the PSP games here. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Oh, that's actually a big one. That's actually before number 5 and Ground Zeroes. Don't forget about Ground Zeroes, which is basically 5, but that was a little prequel story that was released after that. But before that, at a cheap price and was shorter. Metal Gear Solid. What is this? What? Metal Gear Solid Bandy Desceni? And Metal Gear Solid 2 Bandy Desceni. What the fuck is that? What? Oh shit. Huh. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know what the fuck that is. I gotta look that up. That's interesting. Over 60 hours of tactical espionage action. So yeah, I saw this. Again, great condition. Let's take a look inside. Oh wow, multiple discs. Okay. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay, that makes sense. So you have Metal Gear Solid 4, which is a PlayStation 3 game. You know, big fight. You know, what the fuck? Get back here. Metal Gear Solid 4 on one disc. You know, PS3. And then you have everything else on this disc, which makes sense because, you know, we were talking about NES games, we're talking about PlayStation 1 games. PS2 games, though, were getting pretty big, but I guess all of that rest of the stuff can fit on one Blu-ray. So there you go. And we have the manual there. So complete in box. And yeah. So yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh man, I think it was a little more pricey than my average $5 to $10 price range. I mean, honestly, the average at this point is probably like $4, $5. But yeah, this was maybe in the 25 range or something like that after the pro price, whatever the fuck. But yeah, I saw this, and like I said, the condition that it was in, and I was like, oh my god, like, this has everything, and I need this. And I, again, with PS3, another system that I had, you know, traded. I think I mentioned that I traded it in, and I had Metal Gear Solid 4. Wanted it back, but this is everything, and this is something I never thought I was gonna have too. And I saw it at the price I saw it as, and I was like, wow, like fuck, like for something I never thought I was gonna have in the condition that it's in, I was like, I had to do it. it was no brainer at the time. So Metal Gear Solid, the Legacy Collection, 1987 through 2012, 92 plus average Metacritic score for all these games combined. That's crazy. You're talking about 4, 7, and you're talking about 10 games here with an average of 92 Metacritic. That's crazy. There it is. Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection. PS Drizzle. Awesome. Oh, okay. You know what? Okay. So here we have another PlayStation 3 game. Wow, PS3 was the prominent system in this, like a fucking smooth, I can't get over this GameStop, man, that I got these from. Like, just fucking, the trades are in fucking such tip-top fucking condition. So we had Transformers the game, right? Another game, unfortunately, that, older game, this style, no trophies. Wait. Yeah, no trophies. Usually, well, if you saw later on, they started making like a thing up here or something that listed the stuff. But I think in the past, all the information was down here. Anyway, so Transformers the game. This game holds a special place in my heart because big Nintendo fan, and I loved Nintendo Wii, right? And I was literally choosing Wii versions of games over 360. I didn't have PS3 at the time, but literally choosing them over 360. Which 360 would be, the more powerful, better graphics type games, right? But I had this for Nintendo Wii. It was one of the, oh man, get into like the hold the chest memories right there. A bunch of movie games at that time. This game for Wii, the TMNT animated movie. There was another one. It was just loving Nintendo Wii. It was just like the controls, the walls. It was just to me, it was amazing. So I don't know why on Wii I loved a lot of things on Nintendo Wii. Oh, Spider-Man 3, the movie game, chose that over the 360 version too. And that was actually kind of fucking cool because like you could use the nunchuck and fucking Wii remote to fucking web swing like shh. That was fucking cool. So yeah, those movie games for Nintendo Wii were pretty fucking prominent. Pretty big percentage of memories on Nintendo Wii. So anyway, I just love this game. That Nintendo Wii era. And I remember I played the 360 version. Never played the PS3 version. But played the 360 version. I remember saying to myself, I think I enjoyed my time on the Wii version more than this. Obviously, the 360 version had, better graphics and everything. Still awesome, but it's just something with their new Wii remote nunchuck just added some shit, man, to it back then. So yeah, I saw this game and I was like, I think it was really cheap, maybe like fucking $4. It was like really, and great condition. And like as I've been saying, love PS3. Got everything in there, game manual. So I was like, this game just holds a special place in my heart. Fond memories of this game. So I was like, no brainer. Would love to, this again, treasure hunting, guys. This is like fucking treasure to me. You know what I mean? So great price, great condition. Game holds a special place in the history of whatever to me. So bam, no brainer. Mwah! There we go. And smooth as fuck, man. Fucking, I can't, like, who was trading these games in? Wait, oh, I didn't even see, we have something under here? Oh, shit, I didn't even see that. Okay. The fucking clear box blended in with the white bag over there. Okay. So, I thought that was the last of this section. But we have one more PS3 game, guys, and that's Ratchet and Clank: The Collection. Now, I love these collections on PS3. Like, gives you opportunity to catch up. Like I said, I had a weird a weird relationship with PS2, so a lot of series that I got into later on, games I missed on PS2, these collections were great. Even games I got into later on PS3, because I wound up getting PS3 again later on. And when I had it the first time, it wasn't for that long. So these PS3 collections were just great. With the gold symbol and the white background. Like, when you see that, it's like, you're getting a bunch of games. And, so yeah, Ratchet and Clank. Oh wow, look how many games are in this too. Oh wait, no, it's some other shit. Okay, anyway, still a lot of stuff. So I got into Jak and Daxter actually on PS2, because PS2 was funny also. Like I got into it when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. And and then it kind of fell off for me. I don't know. I loved GameCube was my main thing. Then I got really heavy into the original Xbox. But after the original Xbox, in the time before I got 360, I started discovering PS2 again. And I remember playing like Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, and stuff like that. I was just getting into PS2. So I was big into Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter was awesome. I only played the first one and half of the second one. But definitely a series that I fucking loved playing, and I would love, definitely would love to finish those one day. But Ratchet and Clank, I actually never had on PS2. Big D Salve, who's made a... Actually, you guys saw him on the E3 PlayStation thing briefly this year. Maybe for the first time. He was big into Ratchet and Clank in the PS2 day. Creeper Picker says, LOL, 3D support. Does it say that? Oh, on the bottom. Oh my god, 3D. Who still has those fucking 3D glasses? Oh my god, I never had them. Speaking of the D-Salve, he was the guy that got into that. He had the 3D glasses. And I know one other person that had the 3D stuff. But that's funny. Oh my god, 3D support. That just kind of fucking disappeared, man. You don't even see, like, movies anymore. I feel like there was one movie that came out recently that I was like, what? This has fucking 3D support? like, I thought that was over. But yeah, 3D support really just fucking... kind of quietly just fucking disappeared. like one day, like, someone said 3D support, 3D TVs and glasses, and I was like, oh shit, whatever fucking happened to 3D stuff? You don't see that anymore. Now, like, because that used to be, like, the ultimate versions of, like, Blu-rays and stuff. You would get, like, the 3D version was, like, the ultimate version, because you had the 3D Blu-ray, you had the Blu-ray, you had the DVD, the digital copy. Now, today, I would say, like, the 4K, bundle package is, like, the ultimate thing to get, because you got the 4K DVD, the Blu-ray. I think they stopped putting the DVDs in them these days. You gotta buy DVD separate, but, whatever. I mean, all these, your PS4 even at least has, there's so many Blu-ray players around, so Blu-ray players play everything. Well, no matter what you have, if you have 4K, that's gonna play Blu-ray, DVD, 4K Blu-ray, everything. If you have Blu-ray player, it's going to play Blu-rays, DVDs, so whatever at that point and down. So, I kind of don't mind that. So, yeah, the 4K versions of movies are kind of like the ultimate thing they got today. The 4K Blu-ray, the Blu-ray, digital copy, and stuff like that. So, yeah, like, once 4K kind of, creeped into, like, started becoming mainstream, and the stream started really to flow with 4K, that 3D shit kind of just... quietly, like, I didn't even realize, like I said, like, someone said it one day besides here, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, fucking, I think we were going around, I think me and Jay Hogues were going around with one of our friends, and he was saying, he's like, I think he even said it, yeah, you don't see the 3D stuff anymore. I was like, oh shit, like, you're right, fuck. So yeah, it's funny. I didn't even fucking notice that. I probably wouldn't even pointed it out. Thank you, Creeper Picker. So, anyway, Ratchet and Clank. I got into Ratchet and Clank with the PS4 game because it's so funny. It's a, what the fuck were they saying? They were like, play the movie version of the remake version of the original game. So it's a remake, the PS4 version of Ratchet and Clank, the original Ratchet and Clank. Is a it's based on the movie, but it's also a remade version of the original one for PS2. So I was like, I love, like, if you guys have been here long enough, I love, like, the simple, great graphic type games, and That was one of the first big ones for PS4, kind of. Sony exclusives, so you're gonna get the extra Sony sauce, you know, extra quality, you know, great quality. So that got me into Ratchet and Clank, and I fucking loved playing it. I don't think did I beat it? I don't forget if I ever fucking beat it, but I played it for a long time, and I think it's actually got a 4K update. I gotta check that out. Maybe popped it in one day. But like I said, there's so many things coming out right now. Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption, like I said, just fucking, ugh, man. Anyway, it's just about the treasure, just having these beautiful fucking things that create beautiful feeling. You get beautiful experiences out of them. Beautiful art. It's art and life, baby. Art and life. To the next level. You know how we do here in the JCM universe. So yeah, I saw this again. Something I rarely see. Might have paid a little more for this, maybe in the $20 range. Any stickers left in here now? No, I took them all off, I think. Fucking, I gotta get this shit off. Fucking these stickers, man. Arrgh! So, we got a pickups video playing in the background here. I didn't realize. So it's pickups party all around here tonight. So, saw this and I was like, oh damn, you know, these PS3 collections are amazing. And you know, another series ever since Ratchet and Clank PS4 that I would love to get into one day. And you know, this has Ratchet and Clank, the original PS2 version, which I, again, would love to just compare. You know, I remember after playing Crash Bandicoot, I got the PS1 version on PS3. I remember going back and trying it on there, and I was like, oh shit, it's just great to compare. Look forward to doing that with Spyro, when Spyro comes out eventually. Spyro was really a game I never got to play. I don't think it's one of those things where maybe I've seen it being played at somebody's house. I never got to play it. I never owned it. I never had. So that's gonna be cool too. I think I actually had them on PS3 also. I mean, when those PS1 games used to go on sale on PS3, you know, I was gobbling them up while I could. So yeah, what does this have? Okay. Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Voucher for 10th anniversary Ratchet and Clank Avatar. Voucher for access to Sly Cooper Thieves in Time demo. Let's check what we got in here. Oh, so no, okay, here we go, guys. So look, no papers in that one, but still, this is a game where like the opportunity was, you know, like I said before, box is good condition, so that's big as well, right there. And they just had this game, you know, this collection. So I believe these are the PS2 ones only, if I'm correct. Unlike the God of War PS3 Gold kind of collection, I think that has like the PSP games in it also. I think there's a lot of Ratchet and Clanks, man. There's a lot of fucking Ratchet and Clanks. So there's 3 on here. And if I'm correct, there's some PSP games. I think there's a Clank game also, like just with Clank the robot, just like with Jak and Daxter. I think on PSP there was like a game with just Daxter. So then there's obviously there's PS3 games of Ratchet and Clank also in the series. So I believe I have one of them. I remember the one with the box art where like it's kind of it shows the back of Ratchet, and you get to see the back. It's the back of his head, and you see his ears, and like Clank is like on his backpack, so Clank's facing you. I think that one I don't have. I think I have the one that had like a purplish kind of background, and Ratchet's kind of like with a side view type thing. So yeah, there's a couple of games on PSP, PS3, and then obviously the remake one on PS4, which is #1. So whatever. So yeah, saw this. Another opportunity I couldn't pass up. You know, spent a little more on this because, yeah, it was just, it was, had to do it. It was the right time. No brainer. Mwah! So there we go. So I think we might be done with PS Thrizzle. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so a game that is in not so good condition, I've realized. Well, it's not terrible, but not that bad. It's not that bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go to the we're gonna go back to Xbox 360 here. Assassin's Creed is gonna get a little friend to hang out with. Nah, we're all friends. It's all family. Yeah, how you doing? So, this game, man, very fond memories of this game. I borrowed this from like my little cousin or some shit at one point, and this was back in the day. Look at his face. Ah! This was back in the day when I had like achievement disease. When I was like crazy for achievements. But you know, besides that, in general, looking back at this game now, that I'm like cured of that. Like, again, I love these simple but high quality games. I also refer to them as like N64 style games. So this game was just great quality, smooth, awesome, fun, and SpongeBob games are actually gangsta. Like SpongeBob games are fucking quality, great graphics, smooth. So these are like no-brainers for me. And I think at the Retro Gaming Expo pickups video, I think I got one. I think I got one of the SpongeBobs. Again, SpongeBob games, there's a lot of them, actually. There's fucking a lot of them, and I would love to have them all one day. So, this might be my third SpongeBob game, actually. Yeah, this might be my third SpongeBob game. I think I have one for Wii U. I now have one for GameCube from the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo video, and now this one for 360. But this was the first one I think I played, actually. This is the first SpongeBob game I think I actually ever played. I think at a friend's house, they had one of the SpongeBob games for PS1. And wow, it's crazy to think that for some reason, I don't know why, it's crazy to think about SpongeBob being around for so long. Like, he always seems new. I don't know what, like, but SpongeBob has fucking been around. SpongeBob has been around since, like, early 2000s, you know, and he was on PS1. It's crazy. I don't know why. I look at this and I'm like, oh, SpongeBob. It doesn't seem that old to me, but yeah, SpongeBob, PS1, everything, man, crazy. Box in pretty good condition, actually, not that bad. Kind of beat up, has some dinks and dings in there, but I mean, overall, there's no cuts or anything really, so that's fine. A little cleaning will do. Let's take a look inside. Ooh, oh, I think this is... Remember I said before where a couple of times the box was in good condition and I didn't check about manuals or anything? I think this was actually the game I was talking about. Because I got this a while ago. I've had these pickups here for a while. I've been meaning to do whatever. So, but anyway, I got the game. Let's check the disc because... Blu-rays you really don't have to worry about. If you didn't know, Blu-rays actually have this like extra sauce coating on them where they don't really scratch or some shit like that. Or, well, it looks pretty fucking good. I don't know. Looks pretty good. Whatever. Wait, let me see. Ooh, a couple of scratches actually. Fuck. Wow, actually, fuck. I have this scratch fucking remover, but shit. Goddamn, this is definitely one. There's a couple of travesties, a couple of games that I bought that I should have held off on. Actually, shit, where are those two original Xbox games? I see them, actually. And you know what? Maybe I'll go over them here. You know what? I'm going to take a quick break, actually. Got a couple more games left. Might grab those two over there. And, yeah, so I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to take a quick break. Don't go nowhere. Oh, Creeper Picker said... That's a great name. Creeper Picker. Am I saying that? Yeah. You're the man. SpongeBob show is 19 years old, I think. Yeah, because, fuck, maybe more than that, man. Shit, because, like, I remember working at a bowling alley. And, like, he was around then, and that was, like, 2004, maybe? So, 14. Oh, no, you're right. My bad. yeah, I think you're more right than me. I was thinking more than that. But yeah, shit, SpongeBob has fucking been around. And, like, I don't know, you look at his face, look at him, like, ah! He's not aging. He's he's in great shape. He don't age, SpongeBob, so that's why he doesn't seem old. Like, he's just fucking like, ah! All the time. So, good for him. Good for you, SpongeBob. You know, hey, you know, he lives in the water. I don't know. We're made up of waters. I don't fucking. So good. Wow, crazy shit. So yeah, guys, quick break. BRB, and yeah, get a couple. I see two more. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh no. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, fucking forgot about that. Okay, we got a couple more games. Might grab those two. Also, a couple of travesty games I should have bought. So yeah, be right back, guys. Love you, and the party will continue. Holler. Beep. Let's do a little list for you guys. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Let's see here. Get something up for you guys real quick. Let me know if you guys can hear that. Little break music for you guys. Love ya. And, yeah, be right back in a little bit, guys. Holler. guys. We're about to come back here. Let's do it. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back. Haha! What's going on, guys? Thank you for staying tuned. Yeah, the party continues here. Saturday night pickups. Treasure hunting gets, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, we're back. And you know, yeah, I decided to pick up those two games that I forgot to have been forgetting to mention. So these are some purchases. This is okay. There's no manual too, so it kind of like hurts. And I don't think I paid. Speaking of this price, I don't think I paid that price for it. Just to mention, now that I'm looking at that, because I don't think that I would pay this price, knowing me, for a box that's not in like super perfect condition, and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, so this is like it's okay, like it's a little shangad, but if you can't really tell on camera, but it's okay. Unlike these right here, that have fucking teeth marks in them and shit, which I didn't realize. So Creeper Picker says technically it's Sunday already. True. But you know, Saturday night, you know, it's not until you go to bed. So anyway, oh, excuse me, God. So here we go. We got original Xbox. As you know, love original Xbox. So I went in another GameStop one day. It was at a busy kind of time. And these were like in the glass, random 2 Xbox games, right? Oh, where the fuck is that other game that I've had forever that I gotta show? Might as well fucking do it now. I'll go find that in a second, whatever. Wait, did I? What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. We got that. So, so these 2 games are there, right? So you got Crimson Skies and Scarface. Again, you probably know by now, love the original Xbox. So saw these 2 and I'm like, shit, you know, from the front they look pretty in good condition. I was like, damn. And Crimson Skies, oh, over here, is another one of these original Xbox games that, when you think of original Xbox, this cover is like infamous with original Xbox. It's just one of those original Xbox games that like, it's just part of it. You can't think about original Xbox without thinking about certain box arts and covers and games, and Crimson Skies is like one of those games. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a, I guess you can say, Rogue Squadron type, or like with real regular planes or something. Never really played it or anything, but like I said, it's infamous with original Xbox, and it looks kind of cool. So, you know, pick that up. And then Scarface, I played this on, what system did I play this for? I think I rented this or something. I remember playing it at some point a little bit. On one system, I don't remember. I remember somebody, I believe, had it for Wii. And I think the Wii version had like a little extra prequel content or something like that. But anyway, so it was at a busy, this is another GameStop from my usual one that I found these, the one that I found with all the nice quality boxes and shit. And it was kind of busy in there. So I saw these in the glass, and the guy had to walk over to the glass, open it up, and I just kind of was like, yeah, okay, I'll take them. You know, didn't really get a chance to look, because, you know, not that he was in a rush, but like, you know, I don't want to sit there like for 10 minutes, you know. So he kind of had to like, you know, either take them to the counter or put it back in the glass. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take them. And they looked good from a glance, but not, if I looked into it more deeply, like there's fucking like teeth marks in the back. I don't know if you can see them on camera, like, yeah, like around down here and shit. And the box is kind of fucked up over here. The fronts look alright. Well, this one in the front and the bottom's all kind of fucked up. I don't know if you could tell on camera too much, but Yeah, this one, especially Scarface, is fucking got fucking some teeth marks in the front over here. The back's all fucking shot. Guys, like a dent, like a, what the fuck that is? Like, it's all fucked up. Anyway, and then Scarface does not have the fucking manual even, so I might have like bit the bullet, you know, if had a manual. But oh man, I'm gonna probably mark this down as like I have it, but I'm probably gonna do something like put a little mark next to this saying like you can rebuy if you find a better version or something like that. Crimson Sky, like, yeah, they're both okay. I don't know, but not my usual. Like, if it's not in good condition, I'm not really some guy. I'm not really the type of like, you know, when I get these games, like, I'm not like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, just give it to me, you know. If I'm gonna get it, I want it in good condition. You know, that's the way. It's the way I do, you know. So that's the way I collect. You know, some people just like don't care as long as they have some sort of version, even if the box is all got like fucking Wolverine claw marks through it and shit. Nah, that's not like. Part of my goal is to get these things, and also make them like look nice or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's just my preference too. You know, I'm not just there to just collect it just to fucking have it no matter what. Like, you know, that's part of the treasure hunt. You know, when you find treasure, you know, is it all shiny and shit? You know, you think of treasure, you think of like, you know, pirates and gold and like, you know. So that's how I kind of envision this stuff. So anyway, just wanted to share these two. These are a couple of Shangad pickups I got. I'll clean them up. I don't know. They're okay. They're passable. But like again, I'll mark it down if I find a better version. You know, whatever. So I think this kind of feels a little heavy. Oh, manual. Oh, this is an old school like thick manual too. You can tell this has a lot of shit in it. A lot of fucking pages. More than that. I'm not grabbing the whole thing. Just fucking keeps going. Just keeps going. Look at that. Like you can tell I'm fucking. It's thick. That's an old school manual. Let me take it out. Fuck. That's an old school manual right there. Wow. When they had to give you manuals on how to play the game because the internet was young back then. Wow, look at this full fucking manual, man. Color and everything. Let me try to fucking like, just like, wow, that was, man. See, some people might not understand, you know, if you don't get why people made a big deal about manuals, and they kind of stopped putting them in there. They still give you some sort of like paper, like, you know, little maybe like official disclaimer paper or something, or like codes or stuff. So you still get some sort of papers in the game. So it's not like a complete, you know. But manuals back in the day, you know, especially like in the NES days and stuff, even Super Mario, you got this box, right? And this was all new back then too, like really, you know, really becoming like mainstream. You're like, why? I get to like, it was just mind blowing. But anyway, on top of all that, just the game in general, this mind blowing. I got to control this thing and play, you know, this awesome experience. Like you know, the manuals were a part of the experience because you open them up, and they had like it's almost like you get this package and you have like a book, you have an interactive thing you get to play. So the manuals had like story shit in them, you know, so you would discover more about the game through the manuals and shit. I was too young to fucking read them back then, the NES days, but still, you know, it became just like tradition, and you know, you feel the weight of the box. But anyway, you know, I think people got over that because it's so easy to just go on the internet and find information, and plus people, I mean, come on, most people that buy games, if you're gonna buy a game, like, you know how to play video games, you know what I mean? Unless you're like somebody that's buying like Wii Sports, and in that whole era, when like you had moms and grandmas playing video games, there was nothing to learn because it looked like a TV remote. Everyone knows that's the thing. Everyone knew what a TV remote was, so those people can just kind of control the game. They just knew, you know, use it as a motion thing. But if you're gonna buy a video game, you fucking know how to play a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be a mom and go out and buy fucking Crimson Skies. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you like planes. You know, I don't know. But you know, like older school mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, so yeah, it's just cool that they still have some sort of paper in the games. That's just cool in general. Because it still keeps it as part of the experience. Let's see, a couple more games here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go back to the Xbox 360. Excuse me, God. Who remembers these games that you got from fucking Burger King? Look at this, $2.39 I fucking paid for this shit. And not only was this like fucking, you bought this from fucking Burger King, literally, I think. Burger King had some fucking cool shit. I remember like fucking, like, they had like Backstreet Boys fucking CDs you can buy. They had like 3 Backstreet Boys CDs. They had fucking this shit. You could buy fucking video games from Burger King. What? What? You know, just crazy. But on top of fucking that, look at what that says on top. Includes the Xbox 360 version and the original Xbox version. So this was like, fucking, in the time, I think this is like, obviously if it has the original Xbox version, pretty early in the fucking life cycle of 360. Plus, you know, this is like the kind of the original 360 top right there, without the fucking green on the side there. Just straight line and stuff like that. Have it your way. Creeper Picker says, absolutely. And I fucking had it my way. And I got this game. And look at the fucking, look at this fucking, look at it. I have a video game with a fucking Burger King logo on it. What? That doesn't say fucking Square Enix. That doesn't say fucking Insomniac. That doesn't say Nintendo. That doesn't say fucking Burger King. It's fucking, it's just for that alone is worth the $2. Come on. So this wasn't the only game that Burger King had. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe there was like 3 games that they fucking had. Right? I think there was 3 games. This is one of them, Pocket Racer. One of them I know was Sneak King. It was like a stealthy sneak. I wonder how robust these games are. I wonder how many tracks this has. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder, Sneak King, like how long is that game? You know? What? The excitement of pocket bike racing without the back pain. Why is that funny? Test your metal over treacherous terrain such as the King's Garden. Oh, so this is 3 tracks, I think. The King's Garden, the Burger King parking lot. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And Fantasy Ranch. Let me open this up here. Let me fucking open this up here. Okay, so fucking game, manual, Burger King, how you doing? I thought there was gonna be some like 2-sided this type jam, but includes. Yeah, I think you just put this one fucking disc, which is crazy. You put this one disc. It's one disc, right? Yeah. It's one fucking disc. You just put this one disc either in your oh, this fucking feels greasy. Oh my god, some Burger King eating motherfuckers were playing this shit. You either put this in your fucking 360 or your Xbox, this one disc. What other fucking game can you do that with? I don't think there's any other game that's fucking possible with in this era. Like, or whatever. I can't even, like, fucking Burger King breaking fucking grounds. Like, what? What? What a fucking, like, the Burger King fucking has game. Oh my god. Craziness. It's just fucking, it's perfect. Look at this fucking, look at this guy. Look at fucking the king. Look at him. Where is he? You don't see that character much anymore. But yeah, great condition. I just can't even, like, again, this fucking GameStop, man. I can't believe the condition these games are in. Unbelievable. So we got, yeah, Pocket Bike Racer. Look at this. King Games and Blitz Games. King Games, though. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god. Was that the artist signature down there? Okay, interesting. This is a painting of some shit. Interesting. So yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure there was 3 of those games. There was Pocket Racer, Sneak King, and one more. Can't think of it though. Ooh, which one should I do next? Kind of eager. Oh fuck, a couple more games. Okay. So all right. So here, guys, we have, now this is a big jammy. This was like a kind of like fuck, like above the money I wanted to spend. Maybe not that much for some people, but you know. Actually, no. Okay. Okay, but not as much as I thought. Okay, because I see the pro price. Okay. So this game, guys. Let me fucking. Oh, there's no fucking map. Oh shit. Well, either way. Boom. This fucking game. One Piece. Oh, it feels so light without the fucking manual. It's like nothing in here. One Piece Unlimited Adventure. Now, I had a friend at the time that I tried to get this game for because he was a huge One Piece guy or some shit. I don't know. Like, I never got to watch One Piece. Like anime though, so I would if it was on. But I love Dragon Ball Z is like my main jammy. Creeper Picker says, "Bro, I want that game." Oh, I read that wrong at the first time. I think I just said what, that game's so bad. But no, he says, "Bro, I want that game so bad. I love One Piece." There you go. Now you see what I'm saying. So I saw this, and at first I saw $30, and I was like, "Fuck." Anyway, before that, like I said, I tried to get this game for my friend at the time because he loved One Piece, whatever. I just couldn't do it. It was fucking expensive. I think it was right. The game had been out, but it was a little past the time. Like, it was not out for that long, but it was out for quite some time. So it kind of wasn't available, and like it was only like on eBay for like ridiculous prices. And I think, I don't know. I think it was some. I feel like I was almost gonna do it, so that makes me think that it was around the price of like a full game, like maybe a little more, maybe like more than 60. But if for me not to, I mean, again back in the day then. I really didn't have that much money going. So, but I was going to splurge for this person at the time. But it wasn't able to do it. So this game just became fucking elusive, and like, you don't see this fucking game. You don't see this fucking game. I saw this shit, and I was like, what? Even when I saw $30, I was like, I think I have to do this. Like, there's no question. And then the pro price is actually $23.99, so that brings it down to the low 20s. Well, it's for 24, so. But then with tax, probably pay like 27. But still, I was like, oh man, this is some shit that I remember how hard it was to. And remember, I think we looked for like a while after that too, and just maybe a couple of years even, like, and we just couldn't get this game. And when I saw this, I was like, how the fuck is this game in here? I was like, how the fuck? I thought, like, if I didn't see this game and this game popped in my head, I'd be like, oh, that game's probably like at least $70, And so I see, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, shit. So this was like a really kind of elusive, like, I guess not out for that long type game. I saw this and I was like, even at $30, I was like, fuck, I think I have to do it. I was like, I'm not looking to spend $30. But fuck. So, I did it, and bam, I was like, nah, this game is too fucking crazy. it's too iconic on the Wii and too elusive. And I was like, bruh. I was like, what do you like? No question. I was like, even if fucking you, you know. But unfortunately, no manual, which is a shock shamer. But to get the fucking box and game for this in general is fucking huge on its own. So I'll bite the no manual bullet on that one. Oh, what the fuck? Is this scratched? I can't even... I don't know. It looks so... It's got these weird... Like, I don't know if that's smudge or scratches. It's weird. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. I mean, just to fucking have this. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So, yeah, guys. Creeper Picker approved. He knows what I'm talking about. So I'm like, yeah, man. Fucking One Piece Unlimited Adventure. I was like, God damn. So this was on top of the pile. I was like, nah. It was one of the top ones. And I was like, no, I gotta save this for later on. So there it is. A Wii game. One Wii game in this pile so far. So what do we have left here? Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna, you know, we got, boom, Nintendo DS. Was it 3DS? Marvel fucking Superhero Squad, bitches! The Infinity Gauntlet. So as you can tell, they were getting ready for... I mean, they've been getting ready for Thanos throughout the years. He's made quick appearances in the movies at the end of some shit. But Thanos, you know, preparing the world for Thanos. Well, Thanos is Marvel's, like, Dark Side or, you know... I mean, Galactus is in the same fucking universe, but... Yeah, he's like that ultimate villain type guy. Anyway, so this actually I got from Best Buy. It says $14.99 on the back. I think I got it for under 10. I don't think it was that price. Cause I don't think I would, not that I wouldn't pay that price for this, but I feel like I got it for $6. I don't know, but it was like really cheap. And I was like, you know, this game, I think I tried it on Wii. I think it's also out for 360. I'm not sure. But again, simple, quality games. You know, say a lot. I love those N64 type games. And that's what this kind of is. Kind of has like an X-Men Legends style, this version, I think. I looked it up. The Wii version, the console versions are a little more like open action adventure, but this is like, it's same thing, but it moves like X-Men Legends, I think, a little. I don't know, but it's not. It's definitely not. It's much more simpler, obviously, than X-Men Legends. So yeah, cutesy, you know, quality game. And I was like, you know, love Nintendo, love these. Got Wolverine there, my man, and just quality, cool. You know, superhero action stuff right there. So I was like, okay, you know, why not? It was on clearance at Best Buy. You can see it's fucking ripped up. It's like a halfway open, fucking on top here. So yeah, I was like, fuck it, yeah, shit. I got it for crazy price. I was like, shit, let's go. You can put that right there, maybe. Let's see. Okay. Kabam! One more? Oh no, I wanted to get that other game. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Okay, let me get that real quick. I'll be back in like maybe less than 2 seconds. Hold on. Oh, my God. I've had this fucking game sitting here for so long. Unbelievable. Oh, my God. Alright, is this the game I'm talking about? Yes! Okay. Wow, I got this game almost a year ago, maybe. Holy shit. So this, well, whenever the fuck GameStop started selling retro games again. So I walk in, actually it was the GameStop that I got the Shangad games from. But this was before this, obviously. This was the first time I encountered retro games back in GameStop. So I walk in, and I fucking see this. Knights of the Old fucking Republic 2. And it was actually, they had Knights of the Old Republic also. And I said, motherfucker. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, again, I think I paid 11. I think I paid that price. I don't know. And this is in fucking a couple of what the fuck is with these bite marks, man? Is it the same fucking guy with these games that traded in? Like, looks like baby teeth marks or some shit. Like, I remember our neighbor came over one day when their kid was really small, and he did that to one of my fucking games. Like, I was fucking so pissed. He did it to something. It was a DVD or something, and it looks just like those kind of marks, like baby teeth marks. Barely noticeable though. Little dick ding over there. Nick ding. But the rest of the box is great. Feels a little smudgy, but just we'll clean that, whatever. Let's open it up. Wow, you got this. Might be a truly complete box here. You got the game, the manual, and one of those cards in the back. Let's see. I don't think we've encountered. Have we? Wow, look at this fucking full manual, guys. Oh my god, look at that. Boom! Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like these fucking register cards. Yeah, mail-in register. Or register online. Oh, wow. Somebody started incorporating online. So, yeah. LucasArts. Oh, my God. One of those shits. You fill that out, whatever the fuck. I remember they would ask you, like, what systems do you have? Yeah, PS2, whatever the fuck. And shit. Yeah, this is I remember I sent a couple of these in for a couple of games. Look at that. What systems do you have? What's the other questions? Which Lucasfilm games do you own? Oh shit, nice. The Clone Wars, fucking Knights of the Republic, Battlefront, wow. Jedi Knight, Rogue Squadron 3. I'm like, what? That wasn't on Xbox, but again, they were listing other systems here too. Good shit. Did you try the game somewhere before purchasing it? Played it at a friend's house / borrowed it from a friend. Rented it from a game store. Demo disc. No, not try the game before. Crazy. That's awesome. So anyway, so I walk in, I see this, and I'm like, you know, Knights of the Old Republic is, oh shit, it's getting late. Knights of the Republic is, let's check out the disc here. Is, you know, that same friend with the One Piece thing, he kind of pushed me to play Knights of the Republic, because, I was not into RPGs back then, and if anything was going to get me into, to try one of those games, it would be a George Lucas era Star Wars thing. So, yeah, eventually played Knights of the Republic, loved it, and that was actually one of the 3 games that pushed me to finally get original Xbox. That would be Halo. I remember trying that at a friend's house, and mind-blowing. It was just so... You had to be there then to understand like how mind-blowing Halo was at the time. You didn't just walk around. It was just the something. The graphics, the way it plays, something, I don't know. Halo, Obi-Wan, straight up Obi-Wan, original Xbox Obi-Wan, and this were the 3 games that pushed me to finally get original Xbox. So that's well, I'm sorry, not this, number 1. So number 1 was coming out, and I was like, all right. And Obi-Wan and Halo had been out already. Halo, a launch title, obviously. So I never played this one, and it just, I mean, come on, it's the original Xbox, it's George Lucas era Star Wars stuff, no brainer for me. Obsidian. Oh shit, that's right. I think this was yeah, this wasn't BioWare. I think they just like you know, BioWare gave them all the tools and just had another company make the game. That's right, it wasn't BioWare that made this game. There was some talk about this game that was, you know, because the first one, I mean, as you can see here, this thing right here, what does it say? Sequel to the 2003 Game of the Year. Knights of the Republic was no joke. It was fucking, at the time, it was amazing, groundbreaking, and the story was fucking, wow. It was, some of these Star Wars games, man, like, some of the best fucking stories, like Knights of the Republic 1, even Force Unleashed #1, stories off the fucking chain, like, twists and turns, but shit that like made sense, and you were like, oh fuck, like, you know, like real, like legit twists and turns where you were like, oh shit, you know. So yeah, I can't believe how fucking long I've had this game and been wanting to put it in a pickups video. So there you go, Knights of the Republic 2. My God, I honestly, we're talking like I remember I did like an original Xbox pickup video, I think, like years ago, maybe now. I feel like around, I don't know, maybe around this time I got this. I don't know, long time ago. Anyway, so wow, we're really coming full circle here. Awesome. Knights of the Republic 2. A bunch of games, a couple of games I forgot about that you know, showing off here. Okay. One more game, guys, and then I gotta call fucking Domino's because they're the only ones fucking open at this time. So, one more game, right? Are we missing something? No. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Okay. Alright, so we have a PS4 game, guys. Oh, we first saw it. So, a PS4 game. One PS4 game. Not to say that I don't get PS4 stuff. I just, like, you know, I guess wish I show like a lot of the treasure. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. So anyway, PS4. Now this game. Have you ever fucking heard of this game? I haven't. What the fuck is it even called? Assault Suit Lanos. Assault Suit Lanos. And I don't know how I caught this game. I got this from Walmart online, I think. And I don't know how I fucking came across that. I usually don't. I don't know. I don't really shop at Walmart too much. They do have some exclusives sometimes. Like they've had exclusive PS4 controllers. Remember there's a time where they came out with PS4 controllers. Best Buy had a color. Walmart had a color, and Target had a color, or something like that. Some shit like that. Anyway, so this was. I can't even fucking think. How did I come? Somehow I came across this game. I was like, what the fuck is this? I just clicked on it and I was like, okay. And it was like on sale for really cheap, maybe like $11, some shit like that, maybe 15, I don't know. And I looked up the gameplay and I was like, I never heard of this game. And I was like, it's being sold on Walmart.com from some like third-party vendor or something. Some shit like that. So I was like, what is going on here? Like, what's the deal with this? So I looked it up and it's you know, it's kind of the best way I could describe it. It's kind of got that vibe of Octopath. It's not Octopath. It's a it's a robot side scroller shoot 'em up, I guess you could say. So it's like a Metal Slug or that type of game, but you're a robot and like a 2D kind of. But it has like an Octopath type graphical style where it's like pixels, but it's pixels, but it's a little more than that or something. It's not exactly like Octopath. I feel like Octopath, I'm looking at the back of the box, has more like atmosphere, has some real effects with pixel stuff. It's kind of the same way. It's just really the atmosphere effects. Assault, Suit Squad, Scramble. What? So I was just like, this game is so fucking obscure. And I was just like, and I looked it up, and I was like, okay, it looks cool to play. And I was like, fuck, Assault Suit Lanos. So, yeah. So there it is, guys. Let me know if you ever heard of this fucking game. So there it is. So, there we go, guys. This is, I guess, officially number 8. It is the first time I'm ever numbering these. But I should start that. I was gonna do like by date, like, oh, it's September or whatever, but nah, it was a number, whatever the fuck, I don't know. So anyway, guys, so there it is. So there's the final pickup for tonight. It's been a pleasure being here on Saturday night, partying with you guys, and yeah. So you know, just I like this style of pickups videos, and I like to watch like these like radio type long videos sometimes when I'm driving and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Like, I was making these pickups videos like more studio style, but like I said, and Long Island Retro Gaming Expo video that you know, the way life is right now, it's hard to do every single video in that style. But then, like, if I don't figure out something, it's like I can't, like, you know, I want to make videos. It's like a vampire with blood. You gotta just, vampire needs the blood, right? I need to make art. I need to make fucking vids and then any something, whether it's videos, whatever. But you know, love doing videos, and I'm like, you know what? Let me come on here, do this. We got a bunch of shit, Retro Gaming Expo stuff. Last episode, I believe it was, and I was like, let's do it live, motherfucker. Let's do it live. So, and it wound up being better because that video was fucking long, and that would have been crazy to edit and you know, and stuff like that. I might have ran out of room on my camera. I don't even know. But yeah, so I kind of was like, you know what? I like this. You know, had this 2 piles here, and I was gonna make these 2 separate videos, and I was like, nah. After that Long Island Retro Gaming Expo pickups, treasure hunting, I was like, let's fucking do it live. Let's fucking hang out here Saturday night, make like a fucking long radio style type fucking video, or just like a long video in general. Get some fucking some shit out there. What am I watching? What's on TV? I can't even see it because the game's vlogging it. But yeah, just fucking make a Thanksgiving dinner type video. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Like I said, it's time for fucking dominoes. I don't even know. I might fucking go to bed. I'm tired. But all right, guys. Thank you for joining us here on Treasure Hunting Gets number 8. Those of you who joined us during the live stream, you are amazing. As I'm getting it backwards. I'm fucking sorry. Those of you who joined us during the live stream, you're amazing. Those of you watching later on, the pre-recorded version, you're beautiful as well. Shout out to Creeper Picker. Bye-bye and good night. Thank you very much, my man, for joining us here in for the long haul. That's awesome. We had Big J Hogue stop by. You all should know him if you've been here long enough. Yeah, and anyone, I hope I didn't forget anybody or whatever. Anyone who's just tuning in, you're the best. Like I said, those watching later on, you're awesome as well. And you guys know all the ways you can raise the power level of the channel. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey JCM, and I will see you guys later. Holla! Woo! Shoop! And here we go. Ow! See you guys. Love you.